Hi friends! Welcome to Poughkeepsie Farm Project, where we grow over 200,000 pounds of produce a year to feed our community. Here at PFP, we also love to cook healthy local fruits and veggies. My name is SonyaJoy, and today we're going to be preparing Haitian Independence soup, Soup Joumou. I first learned about this dish from the Penniman siblings, Naima and Leah. They are farmers at Soulfire Farm. You can learn more about Soulfire Farm's mission to end racism and injustice in the food system at their website, soulfire.org. This Soup Joumou recipe is my own simplified adaptation of a traditional Haitian recipe. Before we get started, let's do some deep belly breathing to get relaxed and to wake up our senses. I want you to imagine that you have some cool running water trickling through your fingers. You can be at a kitchen faucet or at a stream or a spring. Just imagine that cool water running through your fingers and sparkling in the sunshine. And I want you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or you can just stare at a soft point in front of you and take a couple deep breaths in, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. See that trickling, sparkling water coolly flowing between your fingers as you take another deep breath in and out, exhale. Beautiful, one last deep breath in. Feel the water rushing between your fingers and exhale. Okay, thanks for breathing with me. I feel a little more centered and relaxed, and I hope you do too. Let's get started. This recipe features winter squash. There are many kinds of winter squash, like butternut, delicata, acorn, black futsu, so many delicious kinds of squash. When was the last time that you had winter squash? If you'd like to pause the video and talk to a friend about the delicious recipe that you had that included winter squash, you can do that now. Veggie of the day is squash, which is the harvest of the month in Poughkeepsie in the month of December. Squash is a word that came from the Narragansett people, or the indigenous people of what is now known as Rhode Island. However, you'll find out in this video that squash was originally cultivated by Central and South American farmers, where it was grown for thousands of years before it came to North America. We're celebrating Yum all the way from Haiti. Squash traveled to Haiti and other parts of the world because farmers saved the seeds and shared them. The hard rind on the outside of winter squash makes it possible for farmers to save the plant for even longer and utilize it from season to season. Squash are an important part of the three sisters: corn, beans, and squash. Let's get started making Soup Joumou. Here's a list of ingredients you'll need for this recipe. Full recipe will also show at the end of the video. Pause the video, write everything down, take a screenshot, or visit farmproject.org to print the recipes. To start the recipe, we need to cut open the squash, exposing the seeds. Scoop out the seeds with a spoon and set them aside. You can eat the seeds too. Cut the squash into wedges and roast. Kids will definitely need support with this part since the squash cannot be cut with a plastic knife. They can scoop out the seeds and clean those in some water for roasting. While the squash cooks, peel the onion. Dice the onion and potatoes. Cut the cabbage in half and remove the stem, then slice into long strips. You will know the squash is done when it can be easily pierced with a fork. The color of the squash will also turn a darker orange. Once the squash is cooled, use a spoon to scoop the cooked squash out of the skin. Blend the squash with coconut milk. If you don't have a blender, just mash the squash with the milk using a fork. In a deep pot, sauté the onion and celery until clear. Add garlic and cook a few minutes more. Add all the remaining ingredients except for lime juice. Add salt and pepper to taste, less or no salt if you are using stock. Simmer together for 25 minutes until the potatoes and cabbage are tender. You can eat the soup joumou as a main dish with a piece of crusty bread. Traditionally, it would be served with Scotch bonnet pepper, which is super spicy and delicious. If you can't find fresh Scotch bonnet peppers, use a prepared hot sauce. Add protein by cooking with stew beef or chicken. Before you taste, remember, everyone has different taste buds. Everyone grew up eating different favorite foods. So please don't yuck my yum. If you love the dish that you're tasting, what could you say? Maybe, so delicious. More please. Oh, I love this dish. Or you could give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this dish, you can still be kind. Say, no thanks, or just a little for me, please. Tried it, but it's just not my favorite. I didn't like it, but my taste buds might change.
Super rico. So rich.
Okay friends, would you like more fun on the farm? There's a companion video to this one and you can learn a lot more about winter squash if you watch that video. If you liked this video, can you please hit the like, thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining us here at Poughkeepsie Farm Project. Remember, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of your plants, and take care of each other. Bye!